all too often, like all the time, bombarded with, you know, the reality of the major problems that we are facing in the world today. And for generations to come, from, you know, many generations to come, then how are we engineering solutions for that future? You know, and how are we all a part of that? You know, for me, even figuring out how to do something as simple as like picking up, you know, a water bottle or a spoon or a fork or any of that. Like there was, to some degree in the early goings, there's some engineering to kind of do there. Because I used to use a special prosthetic. Don't use anything now, but I used to use prosthetic to go and pick something up. I'd move my shoulder in different ways and it'd open and close a hook. But it wasn't really natural. It didn't really fit me, you know, the way that I wanted it to. And, you know, it was also, too, my dad kind of understanding, having that engineering background, he kind of understood the principle that, like, he would always say, like, the world's not tailored or set up for Kyle's every need. Like, he's going to have to figure out how to go and do a lot of this stuff on his own. And didn't want to have things to be too complicated. Wanted me to be able to go and figure things out sort of as simply as possible. He knew that mechanical things were going to be like far less likely to go and break, and the fewer reliances that I had, then in a lot of regards, the better off I would be. Which was tough in the early goings. For starters, because when I was born, my mom and dad too, they had no idea I was going to be born with any type of disability. I was born in 1986, so the ultrasound technology was way different then. They had, my mom, you know, had normal checkups, normal ultrasounds, everything up until the day I was born. And then when I was born, there was a lot of confusion and doubt, you know, and just fear, frustration, what went wrong, what could go wrong in the immediate goings. Once they sort of ruled out other medical concerns, and they said, you know, it was just in the ensuing kind of weeks, it was kind of like, just why, like, why us? Why did this happen? Why Kyle? Like, you know, it was also prior to the days of like Google, where you could go and type in the name of a condition and you could go and see other people being successful, living a successful life. So it was really, there was definitely moments where they lost that hope.